Venice holds two worlds. One is the famous rush of St. Mark's Square and the Rialto Bridge, where thousands gather daily. The other is a quieter Venice, tucked into narrow lanes and residential campi, where locals still hang laundry and morning light touches old stone in silence. This route is for those seeking the second world. We'll walk through Cannareggio's back streets, pause at hidden courtyards, cross bridges with no crowds, and find cafes where the pace slows. No rush, no noise, just the gentle rhythm of water and footsteps. Let's begin this softer journey. Our route begins in Cannareggio, the northernmost district. It's less visited than San Marco or Dorsoduro, yet equally beautiful. Start near the Fondamente Nove, the northern waterfront, where locals catch vaporettos to the islands. Walk inland through Calle Larga and notice how quickly the tourist hum fades. Here you'll find small bakeries opening early, neighborhood squares with iron benches, and washing lines strung between windows. Mornings, especially before 10, feel almost private. Evenings, just before sunset, bring a golden calm. This is where Venice still feels like home to someone. A few minutes further brings you to the Venetian Ghetto, the world's oldest. It's a place of deep history and quiet dignity. The Campo is open and airy, surrounded by tall buildings that once housed a thriving community. Today, you'll find a small museum, kosher bakeries, and bronze memorials. Visit in late afternoon, when the light is soft and the square nearly empty. Respectful silence is appreciated here. There's no entry fee to walk the Campo, though museum visits cost a few euros. It's a space that invites reflection, not spectacle. And just beyond, more hidden lanes wait. Venice has over 400 bridges. Most tourists cross the same 5, but venture into Cannareggio or Castello, and you'll find bridges with no names in guidebooks, no queues, no selfie sticks. These bridges arch over narrow canals where gondolas rarely pass. You might see a delivery boat, or simply stillness. Pause halfway across. Listen to water lapping stone. Notice the way light reflects in ripples. These small moments are the heart of a quieter Venice. No landmark is needed when the walk itself becomes the memory. Let's move deeper into the residential maze. Now we reach Campo Santa Maria Formosa, a generous square in Castello. It's large enough to breathe, yet small enough to feel local. Children play football in the afternoons. A few benches line the edges. The church at one end is simple and beautiful, and free to enter most mornings. There's a small cafe with outdoor tables where coffee costs around €3, half the price of St. Mark's. Sit, sip, watch daily life unfold. Venetians chat, walk dogs, buy bread. It's ordinary and lovely. This is the rhythm we're following. Slow, human, real. Venice holds surprises for those who wander slowly. Tucked near San Marco, but off the main path, is the Acqua Alta bookshop, where books are stacked in bathtubs and gondolas to protect them from flooding. It's quirky, yes, but also quiet if you visit early. Nearby, the Querini Stampalia Library offers a peaceful courtyard and free entry to parts of its space. Both places invite lingering. Bring curiosity, not a checklist. These aren't attractions to tick off, they're spaces to feel. And feeling is what this route is about. Let's continue toward water. Venice's fondamenta are its waterfront walkways, and the quieter ones offer something precious: space and horizon. Walk along Fondamenta della Misericordia, or Fondamenta degli Ormesini in Cannareggio, especially at dusk. The light turns soft gold, then violet. Locals sip spritz at small bars. The air smells of salt and stone. These aren't scenic in the postcard sense, but they feel deeply Venetian. Practical tip: wear comfortable shoes. The stones can be uneven. And if you see a small baccaro, Venice's traditional wine bar, step in. A glass of local wine costs a few euros and comes with quiet company. Small churches dot Venice like quiet prayers. Most are free to enter and nearly empty. San Giacomo dell'Orio in Santa Croce is one such place. Its campo is shaded by trees, rare in Venice. Inside, the light is dim and cool. Wooden ceilings, old paintings, stone floors worn smooth by centuries. You might be alone. Sit for a moment. Breathe. There's no need to rush or even understand everything you see. The peace itself is the gift. Churches like this are part of the route because they slow time. And now, we turn toward one last hidden corner. If you crave green, walk to the Giardini della Biennale in Eastern Castello. These gardens are open to all, not just during the art festival. Pathways wind through trees, benches overlook the lagoon. It's one of the few places in Venice where grass grows and birds sing loudly. Mornings are quietest. Bring a book or simply sit. The park is free. Nearby, small gelato stands sell scoops for a few euros. This is where the city breathes out, where stone gives way to leaves, where you remember Venice is not just a museum, but a living place. Dorsoduro, the southern district, has busy corners like the Accademia, but walk west toward the Zattere Promenade and the mood shifts. This long, wide walkway faces the Giudecca Canal. It's open, breezy, and surprisingly peaceful. Locals jog here. Students sit on the edge, legs dangling over water. Small cafes serve simple lunches. The view is boats, light, and horizon. Stay until late afternoon when the sun slants low and everything glows. It's a place to end a walking day, not begin one. And it reminds you, Venice rewards those who wander past the first impression. A few gentle reminders. Venice is best explored on foot, but the stones are slippery when wet. Bring comfortable, grippy shoes. Morning and evening are quietest. Midday brings heat and crowds, even in hidden lanes. Carry a refillable water bottle. Public fountains are safe and plentiful. Most small churches and campi are free. Cafes away from St. Mark's charge half the price. Respect residential spaces. Keep voices low, don't block doorways. And if you get lost, that's the point. Venice's beauty lives in the unplanned turn, the alley that leads nowhere famous. Trust the quiet route. Timing shapes the experience. Venice is quietest from November through early March, excluding Carnival. Mornings before 9 and evenings after 6 offer breathing room, even in summer. Tuesdays and Wednesdays tend to be lighter than weekends. Avoid cruise ship arrival days if possible. Locals often know the schedule. If you visit in peak season, simply start earlier. Dawn in Venice, especially along the canals, feels like a secret. The city is yours for an hour, and that hour can change everything. Now, let's close this gentle route with a final reflection. Venice beyond the crowds isn't a different city. It's the same stone, the same water, but it's seen differently, slower, kinder, quieter. This route isn't about missing the famous sights. It's about balancing them with breath. With benches and bookshops, bridges and baccari, courtyards and calm. Venice asks for patience and rewards it richly. If this felt calming, you might enjoy our playlist Calm Travel Guides, where we explore other cities and islands through their quieter corners. No rush, no noise, just the gentle art of being somewhere beautiful. Thank you for walking with us.